Hi, I'm Anime Dan. I'm going to be telling you today about why I play Magic the way I do, and kind of what I hope to bring you in some future videos. So I started playing Magic with some good friends in high school. One of my friends kind of bridged the gap. I'd played Yu-Gi-Oh! And then he showed me some Magic cards and was like, oh, give this a try. Gave it a try. Thought it was amazing. Thought it was way better than Yu-Gi-Oh! Had to get into it, so I picked up some cards and we started playing. And I started playing right when Time Spiral came out, and my local Walmart, that's where I had to buy my cards from, local Walmart carried the Time Spiral products, and they went back to Ravnica. There was some Ravnica, Guild Pact, Dissension, and Cold Snap were the selection at my local Walmart. So using that, we built some decks. We bought a starter decks. We each bought a starter deck, me and my cousin, and we went to town. We built 60 card decks and we started fighting each other, and we had a great time. We would do it for hours and hours and hours. Every time we could go over to each other's house, we brought our Magic cards. We were into it. We were sold. Um, and it was really fun. I started with the green black Fun with Fungus deck. He started with a mono white. I think it was called like Hope's Crusade. It was a knight themed deck, and we just went from there. And so we had developed this uh, like very unique to us metagame, and with our couple of friends in high school, and it seemed like we were doing great. We had well-tuned decks that we'd been working on for a long time. We had good win rates. We went like half and half. Nobody was dominating. If somebody got out of hand, people would change their decks out. You know, we had a mini metagame going on. So you can imagine kind of the shock that we had when we had gone from our 50% win rate in our pod of just us couple of friends from high school battling these bullshit casual 60 card decks against each other. Oh, my fungus deck is pretty solid as long as I don't run into that one card in his knight deck. Then I have to put this in to watch out. Just like a really focused mini metagame. And then you go up against Maelstrom Pulse, and you go up against all this, and these decks aren't taking the extra time for a couple of spore counters to get here so that you can do some crazy shit with this enchantment or something. These decks are just like destroying me and getting me to 0 life, and they do it well, and they would do it. It's a much more fun game when two of those decks are fighting each other than punching my stupid fungus deck in the face again and again and again. So after kind of a identity crisis of, do I have to play these extremely competitive formats, and where's this middle ground if I just want to play with my friends but still have a deck that I don't lose every single time with when I go play against other people? What's the deal? What do we do? Then we discovered EDH, Elder Dragon Highlander, and fell in love. Head over heels is the best multiplayer casual Magic format that there is. Hell, I think it's the best one-on-one casual Magic format that there is. We could play in other Commander groups. Anyone who played Commander. Now our decks were relevant. They were fun. They were competitive. I mean, there's still an upper tier to Commander. There's still that super tuned, fine-tuned, trying to do the same thing every time, hyper-competitive Commander tier. But even that, I feel, can be bridged with table politics. I mean, if there's one guy who's just like swinging for the fences right off the bat, like not in it for anything other than a quick win. He's trying to clear this commander table ASAP. Maybe he's running like pure tutor sanguine bond combo. For those of you that don't know, there's two enchantments that you can play together, and they make an infinite loop where you gain a life and then everybody loses a life, and then you gain life, and it just goes on forever. You win immediately. So maybe they're playing like mono black, cheat those two cards into play every time as fast as I can deck. You know, there's still those decks, but even then, if you're in a 4-person table and you see this person going for it, the 3 other people at the deck or at the table, even with their not top tier decks, can say, "Oh, not today." You know what I mean? Like, our 3 mediocre creatures are gonna swing at you until you have to default from that plan, or you're out, buddy. You draw too much hate. And I think that the politics of the game can really, really make up for any imbalance, or at least most of the imbalance that's created in any kind of TCG where there is like this money factor. So in my opinion, in Commander, the money factor is far less prevalent. You could have a much more mediocre Commander deck and still be relevant on a Commander table than in Standard or any other constructed format. So that's where I am now. I'm an avid Commander player. I still do some limited events, but when I'm building constructed, it's always Commander. And that's what my Magic videos on this channel are going to focus on, is Commander deck walkthroughs. And I have, I think, a unique way of doing that that's going to make them very informative and very fun to watch. So thanks for listening to this video. That's why I play Magic in the style I do. Well worth your time. And if you play casually, if you're not going to tournaments regularly, it's easily the best use of your Magic money and time, I feel. So hopefully I can further convince you of that by going through some really cool Commander decks in some future videos. Thanks again.